Superman Legacy, or should I say Superman, which is releasing next year in July of 2025, is now currently filming. They've been filming for a couple weeks now, since the end of February, and we haven't gotten any set photos besides this one right here, which was released by James Gunn, the director himself, the day that they started principal photography. This, of course, great first look at the crest of the Superman suit, which looks fantastic. And, well, now today we have actually our first official set photos. Not only our first official set photos from Superman, but also our first ever set photos from the DCU, which is kind of crazy. So we have our first look at the Engineer, which is going to actually kind of spin off into the Authority. The Authority is a movie that was announced back in January of last year, and we know that that film is in development, and one of the characters on that team is the Engineer. In the comics, her real name is Angela Spica, and she basically... through the use of nanotechnology, can shapeshift and weaponize her body in some weird different ways. And I've been intrigued to see what her role is in this movie, because initially when she was cast in this film, the thought was that the whole Authority was going to appear, but then obviously that's not the case, as she's the only Authority member that's going to be in Superman. So I'm not really sure what type of role she's going to play, but either way, we do have our first look at the character. And it's not what I was expecting, to say the least. Her hair looks pretty cool, and yeah, she looks hot. But it's definitely very different from the comics, which is interesting, because with James Gunn, usually what you get from James Gunn is incredibly comics accurate. Now, he's got to have a reason for changing it up here, but this is an interesting look. I mean, I think she looks great, and I'm interested to see what type of role she plays. You can see she's hooked up to some sort of harness. She's probably going to be flying around or doing some sort of stunt work here that they're filming. As you can see, these set photos are also coming from Just Jared. So there's that. Now, in the comics, most of the time she looks like this, where her whole body is silver, very robotic looking, and maybe that will be the case. Maybe they'll probably CGI this thing up quite a bit, but I don't see any, motion capture dots on her face or anything, so I don't think she's going to be fully cybernetic. There is the possibility that maybe this is at the beginning of the film, before she's fully the Engineer, and then something happens and then she transforms into this. But there is also this look in the comics as well, where she's mostly human looking but with robotic parts, so that could also be what they're going for as well. But either way, very interesting. This is Maria de Garcia on set as the Engineer. You can see in this photo right here, it looks like she's fighting somebody. Again, she's got her arms out like they're shooting someone, probably like cannons. Again, that's going to be spiced up with a little CGI, but she definitely looks pretty menacing and kind of scary. The Authority in the comics, they're sometimes villains, sometimes heroes. They kind of go back and forth. So again, I'm really interested to see what type of role she plays here. It looks like it is going to be villainous, but that will most likely lead to the spinoff with the Authority, where then they'll be trying to redeem themselves for sure, which I'm excited to see. But yeah, so this is our first look at the Engineer in Superman. Not what I was thinking, but also, again, our first official set photos of the DCU. I'm interested to see. It does kind of suck that we're already getting leaks and leaked set photos. I hope that we don't get a whole lot more for this, because yeah, of course, I like getting looks at this stuff, and I like being able to make videos about it and everything, but I'd also like some surprises. Like, we know James Gunn, he has a specific plan for when he's going to give us the first look at the Superman suit, so I would hate for it to leak online before he wants to reveal it to us. That would be really unfortunate. But yeah, either way, I'm really incredibly excited for this film, and now seeing set photos, seeing that, yeah, they're filming, they're in the midst of this project. I'm really excited for that. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this first look at the Engineer in Superman? So thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.